Hello everyone, I'm the one who scored 160 on Duolingo English Practice Test in January 2024. In this video, I will do a full practice test and share with you some tips and ideas about doing the test well. Okay, let's get started. Okay, read and select. Tremendously. Ordeal. Yes, it's a word. No. Chase. Yes. Postpone. Yes. No. Voluntarily. No. Not. Yes. No. Resent. Yes. No. Unforeseen. Yes. Sheer. Yes. Certain. No. Okay, fill in the blanks. Increasing the system's it's a noun, so it's efficiency. Okay, next. I can't stand waiting in lines for too long because I get so impatient. They were so on watching the movie that they never heard me ask them a question. They were so fake. The kite soared high in the sky, attached by a long to the handle below. String. I can't believe that someone would pay the full price for that suit. Retail. To add some bold colors to her house, Lily chose to with bright orange tones. So replace. He didn't figure it out immediately, but it finally on him that he had been acting selfishly. It finally I don't know. The humane mouse allowed them to catch the mice and release them in a field. Trap. Catch the mice. I felt bad about the mistake and immediately offered a sincere apology.
Where did you splash them?
Where did you splash them? Okay, we can try again.
Where did you splash them?
Where did you splash them?
Where did you splash them?
Okay, next. Okay, we need to read the sentence clearly and accurately. Since then, reindeer have also been used for transport, for example, for pulling sleds.
Our team has a lot of positive momentum now.
Our team is a positive momentum now. Something like that.
Our team has a lot of positive momentum now.
Team is has a lot of positive momentum.
Our team has a lot of positive momentum now.
Okay. Okay, let's complete the text. We need to find the tense. It is being reported that new breakthroughs in energy technology are just around the corner. These are the new advances, right? These advances will be crucial to the maintaining of the global climate. A switch to being new breakthrough. Solid energy should solar. We can say it in the title. Solar energy should be a priority for all state governments. Okay, next. Okay, let's read it. An important example of the latter is spotting the partner during turns, especially free spins.
Brakes operated by hand levers on some bikes also increased safety.
Operated by hands also increases the safety. The first time we just write down what we can identify.
Brakes operated by hand levers on some bikes also increased safety.
On some bikes by handovers. Brakes, we guess it's brakes operated by handovers. I'm not sure what is handover.
Brakes operated by hand levers on some bikes also increased safety.
Hand lever. Also. The sentence is becoming more complex. Industrial engineering is a branch of engineering which deals with the optimization of complex processes or systems.
When he stood up, he realized that his leg had fallen asleep.
When he stood up, he realized that his leg fall asleep. Fall asleep. Something like that. It should be fell asleep.
When he stood up, he realized that his leg had fallen asleep.
Had fall at sleep or asleep.
When he stood up, he realized that his leg had fallen asleep.
At. Fall, fell, fallen, it should be. Okay, let's read. programming languages started to appear in the 1950s, and this was also another major step in abstraction.
We later realized that the window had been open the whole time.
We later realized that the window had been open the whole time. Yes, something like that.
We later realized that the window had been open the whole time.
Had been open the whole time. Yeah, it's okay now. Oh, it's a long text. Experts in high precision machine tools. Since over 150 years since then, we have become renowned, famous means as maker of precision machine tools and as pioneers in technology. While our focus is still on manufacturing machine tools, our product line has expanded to include a wider range of higher performance equipment and services for a variety of applications in recent years. Okay.
Now, the telephone and email are the most common means of distance communication.
The telephone and email are the most common means for daily communication. Okay, we heard these words and let's listen to it again.
Now, the telephone and email are the most common means of distance communication.
Oh, it's here, it's wrong. Of distance communication. Okay, let's check again.
Now, the telephone and email are the most common means of distance communication.
And email are the most common means of distance communication. Okay. Okay, let's read. He claimed that his decision was because he was concerned for the orchestra's well-being.
Small and large steamboats and riverboats worked on lakes and rivers.
Small and large steamboats and riverboats works on what? Let's listen again.
Small and large steamboats and riverboats worked on lakes and rivers.
Worked on lakes and rivers. Here, worked on.
Small and large steamboats and riverboats worked on lakes and rivers.
Okay, it's done. Complete the text. Okay, the perfect host. When Rima hosts people at home, he bends over backwards to ensure that they are taken care of. In her view, the comfort and the relaxation of her guests is of the utmost importance. She emphasizes their desires and works noticeably works hard to Provide them with everything. Provide them with everything. Okay.
The company prioritized the use of recycled materials during the manufacturing process.
Or prioritize the use of the cycling materials as what policy? Something like that. Listen again.
The company prioritized the use of recycled materials during the manufacturing process.
During. It's completely wrong. During the manufacturing processes, use of cycle, right? Listen again.
The company prioritized the use of recycled materials during the manufacturing process.
Process, not processes. Okay, it's done. The games added many new things, such as breeding and a new bag system.
You are a school teacher, aren't you?
You are a school teacher, aren't you? The question seems easier than previous ones. I don't know why.
You are a school teacher, aren't you?
Okay, next. Interactive reading. Okay. Let's finish it as quickly as possible. Spanish literature, like Spanish society, has been marked great diversity over the centuries. Marked by... Although most early Spanish literature was on the Christian and the classical traditions, was based on concentrating on something. It also exhibited a rich variety of influences from the Rome, Visigoths, and the Jewish cultures. From its beginnings, Spanish literature has the home to a great tradition. From its beginnings, has been the home to a great tradition of poetry. Beautiful verse, popular, lyric. I guess the lyric. Okay, next. Based on, not concentrating on, which variety influence. However, modern Spanish literature is notable for its diversity. It has also frequently expresses from religious faith, supernature. Almost certainly self, no commander, no, not this one. They are instead defined by a certain external defined. They, its beginning. So here they cannot match its beginning. Spanish literature has been a singular form, so it has also, yeah, must this one. It has also, right. What is one characteristic of Spanish literature that spans early and modern? Has been marked by great diversity over the centuries, yeah. The first sentence. Okay, next one. What cultures influence Spanish literature? Here, It's with a rich variety of influences. Was based on the tradition. Most early, this sentence, although most early, rich influence from the Roman, Visigoths, and Jewish cultures. Yeah, this one. Some contribute to Western civilization are well presented in around the world. Nothing mentioned this. The works of authors like, no, nothing about authors. Both philosophers found a connection between art and philosophy, but no, nothing about philosophers. Early Spanish literature focused on stories of romance and action, which changed in more recent centuries. Sorry, this one. Well presented in international anthologies. Well presented, yeah, this one. First one. The literature of Spain, gross romance, Spanish literature, Spain. Spanish literature. So this one. Okay, interactive reading and now complete. So this is interactive listening. We need to find the key points in the scenario. You are urban studies students who is nearing the end of undergraduate studies. You're trying to decide if you should apply for a job or if you should apply for a doctoral program. You ask your professor for their opinion. Okay, start. Here are urban study students, end of their graduates, trying to decide if apply for a job or doctoral program and ask for professor for opinion. Okay, start. I hope you're doing well. Professor, I have some great news. No news. Here, final paper. No. Share my experience. No. What did you want to talk? I hope you're doing well. So here we use the greeting to start a conversation. Next.
Hi, I'm doing well, thanks. What can I do for you?
Can I do for you? I'm here to ask for opinion about, I want to get your opinion on something. I'm near the end of my undergraduate studies and I'm trying to decide if I should apply for a job or I should apply for a doctoral program. Yeah, so we can see this one can perfectly match the scenario, the information from scenario. So this is the answer. Finishing up accounting, no. I'm not sure, no. I've been thinking, no. Research right now. Okay, the first one is the perfect one.
That's a tough decision. Have you been looking at jobs in the field that you're interested in?
Have you looking for jobs? Yes, some of them are applying for doctor program, no. There are programs, no. I see, no. Really not sure. I'm not really sure. I've been looking, but most of the jobs require, it's about looking for jobs, so it must be this one.
That's true. A doctoral program would give you the opportunity to gain more knowledge and research experience in your field so that you can eventually get a job that you want.
The program help us get the job we want. So it's about talking about the program, doctoral program. I can't wait to finish my studies. No. Yes, I am. No. No, but some advanced courses. I haven't done that yet. I know apply for seems very difficult, but it feels like it would take so long, and I'm not sure if I'm ready for to study for several more years. So this is about the doctoral program.
It definitely takes a lot of time and commitment, but it can be very rewarding. If you're not sure if an advanced degree is for you, why don't you try working in your field for a few years and then decide whether or not to pursue a doctorate later on?
Okay, work for a few years, and the professor says we can work for a few years and pursue it later on. So, okay, that makes sense. Thank you. That's a good idea. Yeah, that's a good idea. Tomorrow, not tomorrow. Okay, so next. Okay, so before we clicking next button, we need to review the whole conversation and to write a summary. Urban State students, we near the end of the graduation, so but we can't decide whether to apply for a job or for a doctoral program. So we asked for opinion, and the professor gave us some useful ideas, advice. Okay, so let's get started. I'm going to graduate from my urban studies education, but I couldn't decide whether to apply for a job or a doctoral program, so I asked for some valuable advice from my professor, who suggested me to work for a few years before making a decision. Okay. Ensure you're always focused on the screen. Okay, about this, I have uploaded a video about how to ensure a valid result. Let's try to write as much as we can. The image depicts a woman who is relaxing near the river. A puppy is walking towards the woman, and she looks extremely excited. A person is fishing in the background. Okay, prepare to write about the topic below. Okay, we have 30 seconds prepare. Listening to music can be a great way for people to relax, process emotions, or have fun. One of your favorite songs. Why do you think this song stands out to you? Include specific details in your response. Write topic for follow-up response. Okay, personally, a song that I'm much into is called a lonely and brave person. Which I heard, which I listened to it for the first time like 5 years ago. The song was so impressive to me because the lyric of the song was so inspiring and encouraging. Especially when I encounter some difficulties or hardships in daily life. Listening this song, let me check this, can give me courage and power to overcome all the challenges. Therefore, which means this song is so meaningful to me. The song describes a scenario about how people face difficulties bravely when experiencing some setbacks in life. So it spreads some positive attitudes towards life. Therefore, from my perspective, this kind of songs are more valuable to human society and civilization compared to other types. Okay, what is a follow response? Discuss how this song might reflect and influence culture. This better song might reflect the people, time, and place. A special song might shape your perspective of the culture. Song might reflect. From my perspective, this song can reshape our culture and make it drive it into a more positive direction. Nowadays, due to the fast pace of daily life, many people start to confuse with the meaning of their life. So this song reflects some demand for positive guidance to help people find a way that brings their hope to the life. Which means it has great positive. Also, didn't finish it.
Describe an event that is important in your culture.
Event important in my culture. Okay, maybe we can say some traditional festival. Personally, an event that is very popular and has significant influence in my culture is the Spring Festival. It is based on the lunar calendar, and it is also the symbol of the new year of the lunar calendar. So it is very meaningful for local people. It is also one of the most influential and greatest events throughout the year. So during the festival, people often tend to prepare a lot of things like decorate their houses and purchase and store some foods, and also prepare for some big meals to treat their relatives. And they also visit their relatives and best friends. They give each other some special gifts with some like the symbols of some good luck for the next new year. A typical gift is money that is packed in some envelopes, and it is given to some young children to help their overall development. Okay, prepare to speak about the image below. Okay, this is a man going to sell, who is pushing a trolley, right? Okay. The image depicts a man who is pushing a trolley on the beach, and we can see the man is wearing a white hat and a gray t-shirt and yellow shorts. And maybe the trolley is too heavy because we can see there are a lot of clothes like dress hung on the trolley. So maybe the man is going to sell these clothes in some local market just near the beach. And we can see actually this is a very breathtaking scenes. We can see the blue seas and very gorgeous sand and the sky. So I think it is a very enjoyable place for tourists to relax or doing some entertaining activities. But this man has no time to relax, I think, because he is trying to push the trolley very hard. So I think maybe this is selling the clothes is important income for this man. Discuss a movie you watch in order to relax. What is the movie about? Why do you prefer to watch this movie to relax? Okay, maybe some kind of comedy. Personally, a movie that I watch in order to relax is a comedy. It is produced by a very famous comedy film producer and also some very famous comedians participated in the production of the movie. It is the name of the movie is The Billionaire of the Tomato City. Actually, it is a very funny story. It is about a man who is going to inherit a huge amount of money from his uncle, but there is a condition for him to inherit the wealth. He needs to spend like $3 billion within a month. So there are many ridiculous things that happened within the month, and also the movie is very meaningful. So I think I learned a lot of things from the movie, lessons from the movie, when I also feel very relaxed when watching the movie. Writing, speaking sample will contribute to your score. Okay. When facing a difficult challenge or topic in school, students may respond in a variety of ways. Do you think that persistence is always the best way to deal with academic difficulties? Why or why not? Okay, persistence. That's right. From my perspective, when students encounter some academic difficulties, persistence is generally a good way, an effective way to overcome the challenges, but it might not be the best way in every situation. On the one hand, persistence is an essential quality for students to become excellent in their study. Because if they give up very easily when faced with difficulties, they will miss the opportunity to grow and improve their problem solving skills by keeping on trying to tackle the difficulties. On the other hand, it is also reasonable or even more efficient when students to seek help from more experienced people or resources when it is impossible for them to deal with the academic issues alone. If they insist on doing it by themselves, it could waste a lot of time. So it depends. Let's see. If you could go back and redo one day in your life, what day would you choose? Explain the reasons for your choice. What day you would choose? Okay, let's try to think about some experience in the story and try to say as much as we can. Personally, if I could go back and redo one day in my life, I would choose the day that I graduated from the university. I didn't decide to study abroad at that time because I think it was better for me to start my career development. So with the diploma I got from the university, I moved to one of the largest city in my country and find a job. But now, after many years later, I think that might be not the best choice for me. Maybe if I can have opportunity to redo that day I made that decision, I might change my plan for the future. I might prepare for studying abroad because I think if I could study in another country, I might have a better understanding of the whole world, and I can also experience other way of thinking and other lifestyles, so which will would broaden my horizons. So I would have better career development in past few years. So I think because at that time I was so young and inexperienced, so maybe my plan for the future was so limited. So if I had more information resources and I had a better understanding about how the world works, I might have changed the idea of seeking for a job right after the graduation. I might have decided to find some more opportunity to receive higher education and even get a master degree or a doctoral degree from some prestigious universities in the world. But fortunately, the career development after my graduation was generally okay. So I think we cannot regret for the decision we have made in the past. The only solutions for this kind of problem is try to make wiser decision now and in the future. That's my idea about this question. Okay, we have finished the whole process of the test. Several questions. Okay, let's just check the score. No? Okay. Good. You see, we got another 140 to 160. So I know there are a lot of mistakes here and there because the time is very urgent. There wasn't enough time for me to find the perfect answer for every question. But I try my best to maintain the difficulty of each question on a high level, so I can still get a score between 140 and 160. Okay, if you find my video helpful, please give thumbs up and subscribe my channel for more tips and resources to help you prepare for the Duolingo English test. See you next video.